YouTube, hello, it is I, your cold leader, your cold father, your cold daddy Keronzi, back once again. It's starting a bit late. This is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter stream, but the stream's already been crazy. What was the level hype train? Level 8 hype train. It's been insane. I have problems tomorrow when I play Breath of the Wild. But that's future, well, later today, I guess, for you guys, but that's a future me problem. We're playing some Final Fantasy today, and we're back in Eorzea. I'm going to be looking at doing job stuff today. I think probably the Dark Knight, and maybe looking at doing the Warrior, just so I can get those quests done and out the way. But yeah, we'll see what happens and where things go. But hey, if you're new here, returning viewer, thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff helps the channel grow, gets us noticed by the algorithm. Most comments down below, so I will respond to you in kind. There's a link to the Lord Objects merch store and my throne list. They help me out a load. There's a link to my channel. Stop on by when we are live. I'd appreciate seeing you here. I think I'm good. I'm good now. We'll just get into things going over here.
Alright, we're past that point. I think everyone is good to say fuck finally.
Yes. Well, yes.
You had to think about it for a second, but I happen to have been counting.
Well, I mean, I could just look down and I could see that it had already been a minute and a half.
Exactly.
The basement is full of mimic chests? Wait, what?
Who filled the basement with mimic chests?
Hey, I've got to do something whilst I'm stuck down here for 160 plus streams, okay?
I'm not even sure what's going on. They're like, YouTube, help us, we're locked in Step Bro's basement?
Not again.
Okay, so you'll need that Hello Cult Daddy prompt for your OnlyFans. Yes. Yeah, that will happen, probably. If OnlyFans ever gets made, like I said, that's only going to be public once I hit 1,000 followers. Anyway, what do I start with? Dark Knight? Yeah, Dark Knight probably.
You're welcome to them, Gray. I'm running out of space, so you know, you can just have them. I don't care.
I can't make one because it ruined my attempts for disability. Yeah. That's fair, but I mean, there's also just... I mean, it would ruin your attempts with disability, yes. I would say the best way of going about it would be to get disability first and then try and make it, because obviously there is no guarantee that that anything will come of it. I'm legit not kidding. No, I could totally see that, because it's so stupid. Like, the government, like, so much of society doesn't see any kind of sex work as a legitimate source of income or business or career.
Never mind the fact that most of our societies have been built on the back of sex. Not just from the honest sense, but from the actual career sense as well.
True. But... OF has to have your legal information so they would know. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the point is obviously, like, because it is, like, society just shuns it so much and they're like, this is not a real job, get a real job and everything. Okay, if that's the case, why is it that disability which is provided by the government, would then be rescinded if you were to start that. Like,
If that's not a real job, then why is being a CEO considered a real job?
But it's basically
Yeah.
the same. You're still fucking everybody.
Exactly. In fact,
Yeah.
I think you're doing it for so much more. That's a very high-end sex worker there.
If I visit in the OnlyFans.
Sorry, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk.
That's fair. Take your fucking religion out of government. Yes, 100%. Religion has no place in government whatsoever.
Church and state motherfuckers.
Yeah. Legalization, not just decriminalization of sex work, not only gives people a source of income, but it breeds safety. And then the criminal justice system wouldn't profit. Yes. And it, like, legalization would mean
be monetizing the justice system.
No, well, yeah, that's something that is in of itself is a completely different issue.
I think
Cults
Atlas
have-
is stymieing your
No!
attempt for
Well,
Prime
no.
Minister, Ronzi.
Cults have a place in government. Well, my cult has a place in government.
My cult has a place in government as well. It's stay the fuck away from it. That's what we're gonna do. You come into my cult, and I can promise you, we will have nothing to do with politics.
Actually, to be honest,
I can guarantee you, every single government is filled with cults. All cults.
I think you're spending it. But no, that's fine. We'll keep that spending. We'll keep that spending because I don't want YouTube to get angry at me. Please,
Spin the
please.
plates. Spin the plates.
If the U.S. government is full of private legal slavery, they have quotes. Yes, they have quotas. That is 100% true. I saw a John Oliver bit on juvenile prisons, and it was utterly disgusting. But no, you're right. Cults have no place in any government. I just want them to be tax exempt, like churches. Maybe then I can say, oh wait, no, I'm a cult. We're a cult here. We're a collective. We're a communion. We are communing right now. I don't need to pay taxes. What that would also mean, in technicality, is any money that you would donate to the church, you could get a tax refund on, because it is a donation to the church, to the cult. You could get a refund on it because it's a charity. It's a donation to the cause.
The cause is I need a new yacht.
Yeah, because I don't really want to play.
You don't want a yacht either, mate. They have
No.
problems.
Yeah, true. What do we need? What can we get with our cult money?
Obviously, we could get gacha boxes that may have a boat.
True.
Make it real.
Actually, you do realize that there is a game that I could play that do that. I could play War Thunder.
I'm saying we could make it our own thing. One in 100 chance to get the box that has a 1 in 1,000 chance to get the box that has a 1 in 100,000 chance to have a boat. It's brilliant.
Been watching Knitting Cult Lady, and I now understand Christianity and honestly all religions are in fact cults, and yes, they have infiltrated government mostly through the Republican Party. Yes, 100%. Massages, an acreage, and a goat. Let's go. Hey, if I could buy like a castle or something, yes. Something that I do want to do. I would like a house with an actual make an actual library in there. Though I run the risk of turning.
You're gonna need to fight an awful lot more Lionels if you want to.
Yeah, if I want a castle. I just having an actual house where I can like turn it into some sort of Resident Evil-esque thing, like a library.
Bronzy,
I pull a ball. I pull a,
Bronzy, you
I
don't
pull a
want to
book.
do that. Bronzy, if you did that, you would be one of the first victims in your own house.
Yeah, probably, probably.
You would forget that the Call of Cthulhu book actually sets off a trap that will make you fall into actual ocean brine or something, and then you'll go down there and be like, "Oh no, I forgot to, I forgot to let down the water intake of this place. I'm gonna drown now," and that will be the end of Ronzi.
We'd have to thaw out another one. We'd
Exactly.
probably still make the same mistake.
They
I
just
have-
walk into the open hole at that point.
Yeah, I haven't had a dream of a commune without Kool-Aid. Don't worry, we don't have any Kool-Aid here. You're perfectly fine. There's no Kool-Aid
That's not
whatsoever.
true. I've had Kool-Aid. I have so much Kool-Aid right now.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
you've
British
got a
cult. We have Ribena.
Jess, Ribena.
I also have Ribena, actually.
Ribena is the drink of choice for this cult.
It's official. Somebody notify Ribena. They've been adopted.
Instead of a damn tea cult, we're a damn Ribena cult. We're a black currant cult.
Mm-hmm.
We can also actually, yeah.
Be careful.
Just stop yourself there
on
for a
straight.
second. We were going to Minecraft territory, it sounds like.
But where's the commune? The commune is here. We're already in it. It's the stream. This stream is the commune. I'm just getting so derailed right now. It's crazy. Why?
Ozzy railed on stream? I can't believe it.
Damn.
Well,
On
I'll
your
put it this way,
Christian
Ronzi.
stream?
For the sake of your continued ability to use Twitch, just be grateful you're getting derailed and not railed on stream.
Yeah, wait until he's playing Monster Train, though.
Yeah. And I also haven't set up the what's the thing called again? Is it literally just called? Yeah, I think it is just literally called Buttplug.io. Okay. I thought it actually had I thought it had a different name.
Few seconds, folks.
So saith the cult leader.
Yeah, that's quite literally all it is. What on earth is going? Why have I got a thing in here? What's that saying? Is that just saying that you missed emote unlocked. Your support helped. I didn't support. Apparently, I supported getting me to a hype train. What was?
You know what? I'll drink to that.
Wait, how on earth? How on earth am I? I mean, I understand how I am at 51 subs, but that's ridiculous.
So,
all these subs.
what was your 50 sub plan, Ronzi?
They don't exist anymore, as far as I'm aware.
That means you had one. What was your 50 sub plan, Ronzi?
What, way back when? Jeez. That's...
I know what mine is, and I am afraid for the day that I reach it.
Where is it hiding? Do I even have it on here? Have I hidden it somewhere? I may have hidden it somewhere. Or it may not exist anymore. Oh no, streaming sub goals. Oh no, I removed everything.
Wait, your 50 sub dream goal was to remove everything?
Whoa.
No,
Whoa, that's pretty daring.
Look. There's only so much I can get away with on here. Hang on. I can at least I can find out. Here we go. Games in games, new section, stream goals. Way back when. This is going back to 2021. For 50 subs, for 50 sub points, I should say, because each different tier is worth different amount of points. But for 50 sub points, it was Ring Fit Adventure Mode.
Well, you know what you have to do now.
No, I don't, because that's not actually a thing anymore, because I stopped those, because it was ridiculous. What I was gonna say is all of these subs, and it was after I retired the cosplay goal.
Why not do that then for tomorrow for the celebration of your 50 subs? How's that sound?
No, because of what the cosplay was going to be, I required more. But don't think that that's a reason to do it. That's gone. It's past. I might bring it back later. Anyway, I'm just running around in a circle. I should get this going. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to be sitting here chatting.
Just chatting?
This
Only
is
chatting?
No. No. We're in the wrong category for that. We're in Final Fantasy. I need to do Final Fantasy.
Says who?
Says me, because I need to get things ready for the next expansion, so I've got classes at the right level with all the abilities.
You hear this, Shin? He's trying to be responsible.
It's like I don't even know him anymore.
Uh-huh. Like a whole different person. He got all this money and he's so different now.
All this money. All this money, yeah, okay.
I know.
Yeah, I need to just double check just to make sure. What do we got?
Whilst Ronzi does that, just going back very quickly to a much earlier conversation. If Ronzi and I get too British in here, whilst Mox is around, he starts screaming about throwing tea in bays and stuff.
It's very true. It's very true. I can't help it. I think it's in my blood.
Yeah, sounds about right. So I was just making sure I had the count correct for what I need to do tomorrow.
Die repeatedly.
No, he's not playing Hades.
That's true, I'm not playing Hades. I should also say, like, if people are interested, like, that game that I linked in my Discord, the, what was it again? Quest Master. Like, if people are interested in, like, making dungeons for that for me to play, I will 100% play those on stream. We could make it like a community thing, like every few months or something. The community game is just me playing your dungeons. I think that'll be a lot of fun. It's also something that I could put out to a wider communities, like, say, Twitter or something, or Blue Sky. Dungeons. Yeah. Anyway. The Wages of Mercy. Shifting easily from side to side, the Temple Knight struggles to meet your gaze. It would seem, madam, that my comrades have misjudged you. I realize this now, having witnessed the lengths to which Lord Grillamont will go for your sake. Aye, there can be no doubt that you are a true friend to Ishgard, which is unfortunate, as we have had urgent need of one of your skills. Pray accompany me to Behemoth's dominion at once. But as long as Behemoth's not actually active. Excited, it sounds fun. I'm hoping it'll be actually fun. We never put aside butt jokes here. No, never do.
We never put them aside. We put them somewhere else.
Yeah.
In your mouth. There. I said it.
Why do I get the feeling this is an ambush? There is a demon among us, madam, a fiend which cannot be suffered to live. Lord Grillamont may be willing to let a dangerous vigilante roam free, but we are not so foolish. What sort of hero maims and murders knights sworn to the Holy See? None I know. A heretic you are, and a heretic you shall die. Oh, yep, saw that coming.
And I got him with a gun.
Nice. Vile fiend, do you think you can conceal your true nature from them forever? We will expose you for the abomination that you are, I swear it. Wielder of dark arts, consort of dragons, I will bring you to justice, even if it costs me my life. Shall we oblige him then? Oh, hello. Well, are you going to kill him, or shall I? You're one of them too, aren't you? This is the part where you beg for your life. Leave these lands if you value your lives. We will not show you mercy again. I pray you do not make a habit of following men plotting to kill you into secluded areas. Or did you learn naught from Prey? So you do know of him. I thought him fallen at the trial, but then I heard whispers of a woman seen wielding his sword in battle. So tell me, what became of him? How did you learn the arts? By the gods. Though, now that I think on it, 'tis not the first time I have heard such a tale. We who consort with the darkness are never truly whole. There will ever be a part of us yearning to be free. We trained together, Frey and I. His was a strength beyond reckoning, but alas, it was not enough. It warms my heart to see that you carry on his legacy, that you have learned as much as you have with only his soul crystal to guide you, bespeaks your potential. There is a matter I would discuss with you, but not here. My name is Sidrugu, and pray look for me at the Forgotten Knight in Ishgard. Has Ronzi learned about the self-target butt plug in 14 yet? No? Not entirely sure what you mean by that? right-click on yourself. Apparently I can't do that. There we go. I do it that way. Focus target. Select yourself again. Oh, okay. Now I see what you mean. It looks like one you can get from a certain site. How do I unfocus target? There we go. Given the circumstances under which you embarked upon this path, I fear you do not yet understand what it means to be a Dark Knight. The first of us bared steel against one of the clergy. This is true. He sacrificed everything he once held dear in the name of justice. So must all who would walk in his footsteps. Mayhap you think this will earn you the love of the common man. You are wrong. To many you will forever be a criminal, a fiend who sows chaos and discord. These people will listen to the lies of our enemies. They will do their utmost to cast you out, or worse, as they did to Frey. If you are not prepared to deal with these consequences, then surrender your sword and soul crystal to me now. You claim conviction, but your actions speak otherwise. You spared a man who tried to murder you. Mercy, some would call it. Idiocy, I name it. Aye, that's right. I followed him and gave him the mercy he truly deserved. Look at me, Ilya. Tell me what you see. The first Guardians to encounter Ura saw Dravanians. We had fled Garlameld's armies only to come to land where we were mistaken for another nation's mortal enemy. They barred steel and came to kill us, but we did not die so easily. We spared them and sent them on their way. And how do you think they repaid our kindness? With fire and blood, Ilya. With death for every man, woman, and child. Make no mistake. These are the wages of mercy. If you would walk the path, then you must accept this truth, for your enemies already have. Thanks, Shin.
I thought you could do with some levity.
If I remember just from going over that, I mean, actually, I can see in the busy events. Okay,
I shall be back in a moment.
Sure. That's interesting, actually.
What's up?
I mean, I would ask you, Mox, on that. but like you're an Ura as well, so we would have had the same conversation. But when Sid is it Sid Urgu? The
Dark Knight guy.
Yeah, the Dark Knight guy. When he was discussing like the history of when Ura first landed in Ishgard being attacked, like because we're both Ura, I'm assuming it would have been the same things. Like the way I was reading it, it was like he was talking to me because we are we're the same race. It's like, look at what they've done to us. They attacked us. Don't give them mercy. I'm wondering if it's the same conversation with any Dark Knight. The conversation piece would be the same. As
Probably
to
would, because it has the dual meaning. It's not just the racial tension. It's also what your abilities represent.
Well, it's not that, because I mean, he was turning around and saying just the Ura race in general were attacked because we were mistaken for dragons. That they believed we were dragons, and regardless of we turn around saying, no, we're not. We could kick your ass, we're not dragons. And they're like, oh, sure, okay, you let us go, but screw you, we're just gonna burn everything down anyway. We've already made up our minds that you're evil. You're our sworn enemies. But Atmisk, that dance, I believe that's one of the Mandeville dances.
Which dance? I'm focused on Hades stuff, so I can't look at things.
I think that's just the Mandeville dance rather than Mandeville Mumbo.
Are they doing the like funny jazz hands things at the end?
It's
and
the
then
one
before they go back into sort of stomping.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's just the Vanderbilt dance. Because if they're doing any like major flexing, then that's the mambo.
What did I miss?
Mambo number 5.
Just discussion on if the conversation would be different if it was for a different race, or if the inflections or the implications on it would be different. Because obviously I'm the same race as Sid.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the Ura being persecuted by the Ishgardians when they first landed here because they thought them to be their mortal enemy, dragons, yeah.
But, I mean, wasn't what he described effectively standard policy for all immigrants these days in most of the world?
Yes.
Okay.
Saying that though, Amisk, I'm not that surprised, but I would have thought that you may have at least given this game a look in, seeing as apparently the true end game for this game is customization, is costumes.
Fashion?
It is the fashion, yeah.
Did you say fashion show?
Apparently, yes. Now we're getting the Shin ensemble. Oh dear me. I'm fairly certain it was a similar costume to the one that you're wearing now, Shin. But it was on a male bunny boy, and it's pretty much identical to that still.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I do like what I've seen, but I tend to avoid MMOs these days. I sink enough time into single-player experiences as it is. You know, that's fair, Atmisk. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, Shin, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say that they're trying to make this more akin to a single-player experience as well?
They're basically trying to make it so that you can do the story mostly solo. There's still a couple of 8-man fights
Yeah.
that you have to group up for, but they are trying to implement
A form of
AI.
party system. Yeah, form of AI party system. MMOs are ultimately designed to keep you playing and make money for that. Yes, true. But given how they're moving things with this game, they're kind of gearing it up. Well, they're not near the end of life for the game. They've always got in mind that the game could be taken to end of life at some point, so that it could be played as a single player experience that won't require monthly costs.
The thing about this game is people describe it as an RPG first, or a Final Fantasy first, and an MMO second.
Definitely feels like it.
Yeah, for sure. Blue Mage. Black Mage. And your squeaky feet.
No, that's
Nemazu.
my minion.
Yeah, I was gonna say your squeaky feet Nemazu. Is that your summoner? Yeah.
Yep.
Right. The Knight and the Maiden Fair. Sidguru would entreat a fellow Dark Knight for aid. I see you yet walk the path, Ilya, and it is well that you do. This is a matter I can discuss only with another Dark Knight. Swear to me you will speak of it to no one else. Well, just between you and me, stream, it's fine. YouTube, it's fine. Thank you. Then I shall begin at the beginning. Our master, in his final moments, spoke to Frey and me in riddles. A heart bleeds, a man weeps, a soul burns. Thence comes the darkness to consume. Yet even in the depths, the flame endures. Submit to the flames and harness the abyss. Frey and I did not understand his words. We hoped their meaning would become clear to us in the course of our duties as Dark Knights. And so we carried on, following the creed until one day we found her. Go on, Rael. She can be trusted. All right. Haloon's blessing be upon you both. Be upon you, miss. Right then. She was fleeing from a unit of Temple Knights at the time, who were clearly intent on doing her harm. Needless to say, Frey and I took issue with that and chose to intervene. We went to ground after that, but Frey was caught out in the streets while fetching supplies. I cannot protect her, Ilya. Not from the Temple Knights, not by myself. I'm not even sure why they seek her. Only that, should I fail, her life is forfeit. Help me, Ilya, and I shall share with you my arts. And when we have reached the limit of my knowledge, mayhap we can unravel the mysteries of my master's final words. I can offer you naught else. What say you? Then it is settled. We shall both serve as her guardians. Don't you have something to say to Ilya, Rael? Apparently not. Talk to her a little. Ask her about herself. Yes? Why did the Temple Knights want to hurt you? They said I was an abomination. That I had to die to atone for my sins. Your parents. Aye. What do you think of Sidguru? He doesn't talk as much. Not since Frey left. Sometimes he hardly speaks the words. Other times. But I know he would never hurt me. Excuse me. Ilya, was it? You'll look after Sid too, won't you? Thank you. That puts my mind at ease. Right, that's enough of that. To more important matters. Like I said before, I'm not quite sure why the Temple Knights are after Riley. Rael? They seem to believe something is wrong with her, but for the life of me, I can't imagine what it could be. However, there may be a way to find out. The other day, I overheard a curious tale from a House Hillenar trained knight recently returned from Camp Cloudtop. He spoke of Vanu healers who could see their patients' ether. So skilled were these healers that they could diagnose ailments with a glance. It may be naught more than a fantastical tale told by a man in his cups. But even so, there's a chance we could learn what, if aught, ails Raeli. I dare say we must take it. Let us go to Camp Cloudtop and begin our search for a healer there.
No, my fashion show.
I'm sure we'll be back later. Currently, the weather forecast here is umbral winds. How is it they float
Yeah,
like that?
Got fancy weather.
That's a bad taco day.
Someone's done hot wings. How is it they float like that? I've never seen anything quite like it. Right then. The Vanu are not wont to parley with outsiders under most circumstances. However, they may be willing to receive us if we come very suitable offer. I am told they use Gasteronon feathers in their rituals. Mayhap that would suffice. Ilya, I must ask you to prepare an offering while I look after Rael. Once you have it, we can journey to Vandu Oke Bendu together and entreat one of their healers to examine her. Why would we go to Oke Bendu? Like, okay, Xandu would be a better choice. You know what? I'm not gonna question. I'm not gonna question.
You're already questioning.
You're right, I am.
Also, why go to a place that's only okay?
Oh, I need to... What am I killing? Oh, that's... Oh, no, I think that's just signifying that they're the quest things for me to kill. Oh, yeah, because the icon for the marks is a different one.
Yeah, and only the jobs from Around Reborn have hunting logs.
Yeah. Well, no, the I said hunting marks, not hunting log. Actually, I could probably just go back here, because I probably want to go back to them up at the warp point, rather than actually just over at OK Bendu. Nope, it did want me to go over to OK Bendu, okay. That's fine. A lot of what I've seen, as we mentioned, makes things better, but it's not the first one I've seen like that. I think the ultimate problem is that there's too much. If I do take a break, it could very be a long time before I pick it up again. I've done that with the single player games before. It's not something I can hyper focus on. It's not getting my attention. That's fair.
Yeah, and it is a heavy time investment for this game, which is something that has been brought up, discussed, and the developers are like, yeah, we get your point. When you've got 10 years worth of story to get through before you can start to catch up on the latest stuff. And they're looking at ways in which they could do that.
Yeah. That being said, between watching you guys and the possibility of playing it for free, I might actually consider playing. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like the majority of the game at the moment, I think it's what? This and 3 or 4 of the expansions are free?
I think it's up to Stormblood.
No, I thought it was the next one as well, Shadowbringers.
It may have been. I genuinely cannot remember at the moment. But you'll definitely get.
I don't think it's
3.
Yeah, I don't.
The base game, the first 2 expansions.
Yeah, I think it is up to, because it's up to 70.
Yeah, but that takes you to the end of Stormblood.
Yeah, you're right. Have they upped it? I'm not sure if they've upped it to 80 or not. So. Of course, I shouldn't talk about time sinks. I played Animal Crossing New Horizons for every day for 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's up to the end of Stormblood.
It's up to the end of Stormblood. Okay.
So yeah, everything
that we're doing now.
You've done
yeah.
so far.
I'm surprised it's not in Shadowbringers, actually.
Well, Shadowbringers was kind of the high point that the game had in terms of hype and amount of players and
Yeah.
critical reception. So I can see why they're a little sort of hesitant to say, yeah, have the what's considered the best part of the game so far for free.
Give my people content.
What minstrel gale blows Netherling this far? Away with you, away! Here, have some feathers. Gastronis feathers? Netherling knows the ways of Vandu well. Let storm clouds give way to warm sunshine. Say your piece. She will do as we are. She will do as we ask, Ilya. Bring forth the child, Netherlings. Let me look upon her face and know her heart. Soft rains to soothe your heart, little one. Do not be afraid. Drink of the winds, let thy soul take flight. Bathe in the mists and show me thy light. Come, come, show me thy light. What tempestuous winds rage beneath tranquil clouds? What great spirit dwells within you? Speak plain, Vanu. This is no...
Were you speaking to me? Because I've been having some stomach problems today.
No, wasn't speaking to you.
Okay, carry on.
This is no child. This is... The Tremotane follows you, Netherlings. You cannot remain here. Be gone from our lands. Wait! I don't... God damn it. Ready your blade, Ilya. We've been followed. Over there, someone's coming. That's a Gale cat. Sid, you were scared of a Gale cat. I realize they're above, but... Ready? Ready? Okay. Boom, boom, da, dum, da, dum, boom. Simple enough. Oh, well, okay. Maybe it wasn't a Gale cat. So it really was them. That should be the last of them. I've seen these ones before. They don't answer to the Lord Commander, or so I hear. Bastard thought to take us outside the city, away from prying eyes. Don't want to be seen murdering a girl in the streets of the Holy See, do they? Even the staunchest supporters couldn't abide that. Seems our new friends have really already abandoned us. Naught for it then. Back to Ishgard we go. Come along, Riley. Rael. And so we return to Ishgard as well. I see the fashion show is still going. I trust you no longer dispute the true nature of the Temple Knights. Murderers and thieves who drape themselves in the trappings of righteousness. Oops, my bad. Oh, for God's sake, stop it. I realize that, yeah, that's not really gonna help, is it? My bad. Thank you, Gray. The trappings of righteousness. Do you not see, Ilya? We are all that stands between them and their prey. There is no justice for these monsters, save that which they must deliver. Which we must deliver. I will see them answer for their sins, I swear it. If I have to drown in the abyss to see it done, I will. Ilya, Sid, I wanted to thank you both for protecting me earlier and apologize for getting you two hurt. Don't be foolish. You've naught to apologize for. In any case, at least we learned something of our enemy's motives. Not that I have the faintest inkling of what the healer meant by great spirits. Alright, we got a new ability. What does this do? Creates a patch of salted earth at your feet, dealing unexpected damage with a potency of 50 to any enemies you enter. Duration 15.
So now you can be salty.
That's, I mean, yes. There's probably something at the very least. I'll throw it on my AoE set. But it's something that you probably use anyway, regardless.
Yeah, you just throw it on the ground around the thing when you're tanking. It does continual damage in that area on its own separate thing.
Yeah. No, I just have my bars set up that my normal ones are single target, my secondary is AoE focused, my third are like utilities like the tank stance, my mitts and everything. Kindred Spirit. Oh, I get my dash at last. The words of the Vanu shaman.
That dash used to be so much cooler.
This is no longer cool.
Yeah, you used to lunge at the enemies with an attack.
It was called plunge.
It's
And
cool.
you did like a jump.
Or was that too
Came down with
close?
your sword.
Was that too close to Dragoon, so they had to change it?
No, they updated the movement abilities for all the tanks.
Okay. So it's
Fair.
easier to copy and paste it when they make a new tank class.
Yeah, probably. There was a lot of complaints about the homogenization of classes. It's like, oh, everybody's got an ability that does this, and everybody's got an ability that does that, and there's no, there's no difference between
There's no
the different types of tanks.
There's no personality.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not true. Each of them has their own personality. It is just lessened. I can understand and see that. It is probably more just to make it easier for if a tank wanted to switch to a different tank, that they wouldn't have to learn completely new move animations along with new movesets.
Part of it is because of metagamers. When you're dealing with very, very high-end content,
Yeah.
where every drop of DPS, of mitigation, of everything you do is critical in trying to determine the correct or a working strategy to beat the very latest bosses.
Yeah.
It was getting to the point where it was a case of in order to beat this boss or to do this raid or to be part of this, I have to play as this one particular class.
Yeah.
And if you want to join a group, you have to be the class that they want, that they need a replacement for, or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was like, you have to go into the fight with a dancer because you need the added DPS from the dance partner placed on a Reaper.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kind of tried to make all of the skills mostly equal so that you didn't have metagamers sitting there going, you must have a paladin and a warrior to do this fight, because then anybody playing Dark Knight or Gunbreaker isn't given a look in.
Yeah. It's kind
I
of
still feel like Dark Knight just doesn't get the time of day because it doesn't do as much damage and isn't as sustainable as the other ones.
Yeah, I mean it's difficult because like even with the balancing that they're doing, it's still going to come under that critical eye of them. They just didn't want it to be as bad as what it was like when we played 11, right?
Yeah.
Where
back
then it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, in 11 I played a warrior, and if you were at level 60, and you were playing a warrior, you had to have a fully leveled ninja as a sub job, so that you could use the shadow ability to take hits. You had to have 2 hand axes because that was deemed the fastest DPS. You had to have particular equipment equipped. And because you needed to party up to get any kind of XP, you'd be sitting there looking for group, trying to make a group. You'd get one sorted, you'd go to wherever it was to meet up to level, And the first thing people did was check the equipment of the other party members. And if it wasn't what they had been told was required, they'd either kick you out or just leave. And that sucked.
Yeah. That entire mindset just sucks.
Yeah, it was
Shit, that keeps me out of
100%
it.
min-max.
Sorry, what was that, Mox?
That's the kind of stuff that keeps me out of MMOs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were starting to see that sort of creep into some of the higher end stuff in 14, and they were kind of like, that's not what we want. It's going to happen, but we don't want to make it easy for that to happen. Which is why they have, homogenized the classes to a degree. But I don't see that as a bad thing.
Yeah, I think it's partly that, but also it allows for the cut down of some bloat as well. If you get too many buttons to push, just cut them back at some point.
Yeah.
Right. Next quest.
But yeah, they've taken a lot of stuff out of the game that is missed. I missed Shell and Protect. That was always good for an argument.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's like, I mean, Black Mage not so much. It still technically has its 3 elements, right? Fire, ice, and lightning.
Lightning.
But honestly, White Mage, it seems like they were meant to have more elements.
They were meant to be kind of more... Well, the Conjurer is nature.
Yeah.
You know, so like wind and stone and water.
Yeah, like water was meant to be one. It's very telling that water isn't one of the main elements that are used by either Black or White Mage, or Thaumaturge and Conjurer in this day and age. But it still makes reference to it in the quests.
But it's
But you know who does use it? The ninja.
that's not real magic.
It's ninja magic. It's far superior in its inferiority.
That's fake Naruto hand sigil magic.
There's nothing fake about what these magic hands of mine do, and you're just jealous.
These magic hands gonna slap you upside the face.
These magic hands are made for slapping, and that's just what they'll do as soon as I remember what the hand sign for slap was.
I think it's 15 different cutters long.
All right. Kindred spirits. The words of the Vanu shaman yet trouble Sid. So, a great spirit dwells within Rael, if the shaman is to be believed. We need answers, Ilya, and I can think of no one better to ask than those who commune with spirits regularly. I speak of Grindanian conjurers, who can hear the voices of the Twelveswoods, or so it is said. Oh, we're gonna go and see, the White Mage duo. Just as well. Frey told me she had the aptitude for their arts. What had taken him moons to learn, she mastered in days. Hang on. Wait, what? Who is Sid talking about here?
Right.
Right, yeah, but in the opening, he refers to Frey with he/him pronouns. But now he's confusing them in the same paragraph?
No.
Frey told me
He's
she
talking
had the
about-
aptitude for their art. Oh, talking
Yes.
Rael has aptitude for their
Yes.
arts.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes, Bronze.
Okay.
Bronze. Bronze.
Jesus. Not only conjugation, but comprehension.
It's so crazy. Chat, donate another 5 subs.
What? What?
We'll have the Guardians beat an understanding of language into you yet.
No, no,
Exactly.
no, don't do it. All right, no, okay, fine. No, I was just very confused. That
Oh, it's clear you're very confused.
I was very confused.
You smelt a conspiracy where there was none.
No, it wasn't a conspiracy. I was just confused as to who Sid was talking about had the aptitude for the arts. Anyway. Sometimes these talents run in the family, he said. Mayhaps her ancestors were conjurers after a fashion. Whatever the reason, there is no guarantee it is related to what the shaman said, or why the temple knights wish her dead. If past experience is any indication, they will be tracking us the moment we leave the city. It's not a question of if they will attack us, but when. But you will be ready for them, I see. Then let us be off. The road should be safe as so far as Camp Dragonhead. How much further is it to Grindania? I've never been. They're close, I can feel it. Stay with Rael. I'm going to scout out the roads, the observatorium. Follow at a distance. If they come, do whatever it takes to see her to see her safely inside the walls. Good. That's a promise. Ooh. Please be safe, Sid. I'm ready, Ilya, whenever you are. Proceed. Well, it's a very good chance that she's the conjurer, seeing she's using a conjurer weapon.
That doesn't mean nothing.
No, I don't mean nothing. You're right.
Because they look like a conjurer and they use conjurer moves. You know, they've got the aptitude for it. Doesn't mean they are.
Hey. John Rael, we're almost there. Damn it. You're a little tougher than your counterparts. Hey, where are you going? You cheeky bastard running away? You're not hurt, are you? Ilya, thank the gods you're all right. Yeah, I should have known they would strike when we were apart. They're certain to return with reinforcements ere long. We must press on south into Grindanian territory. Until we reach the city proper, we cannot be assured of safety. We leave now, Rael. You can rest when we reach Stilglade Fane. Rather, Sumiyan at Stilglade. Fairly certain. Isn't Sumiyan one of the ones that we deal with in one of the quests? I can't remember whether it's Conjurer or the White Mage.
I think he's one of the horny kids, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely one of them. He's one of the race that Kane Senna is.
Horny
Oh
kids.
yeah, no, it is actually he's the leader of the Conjurers Guild. If that's the case, I'm just going to teleport to Grindania rather than flying there. Yeah, I forget what their race actually is.
I don't. I'm still going to call them horny kids. But they're the Padlac.
Pajal or Pajalag.
Yeah.
Now to see if he'll recognize me, seeing as I've done the Conjurers. Probably. Be interesting. Ah, Ilya, you are come to continue your studies? Not quite there, Master. A great spirit, is it? If it pleases, I would examine this girl myself. It's the very least I can do for one who has ever been a friend of the Twelveswood. Ah, but where are they? That's a very good point. Where are they? Apologies for our late arrival. Rael grew tired and I had to carry her part of the way. I could have kept walking. Our burdens need not be our own, child. There is no shame in sharing the weight. Who's the boy? Boy? Ah. I am Brother Sumiyan, master of this guild. And though you will labor to believe it, young man, I am several times your age. You must be Rael. Ilya has told me all about you. Pray come closer and take your ease. I ask that you close your eyes and listen to my words. Breathe deep. Feel the myriad life around you. Be as one with the world. Well? The Vanu shaman spoke true, after a fashion. Her spiritual presence belies her years. It is clearly not the product of training, rather an innate power with which she radiates, akin to that of the elementals, or the Dravanians. You can't be serious. She's just a girl. Yes, she is. A very special girl. Mayhap you are familiar with the tale of the boy and the dragon Gay?
Hey, what?
No. Kind of. I know there's a book in the library. I just haven't had a chance to read it. Hardly surprising, the Archbishop declared it a heretical tale, and with good cause. It is a corruption of an older legend in which a man partakes of dragon blood and, in so doing, becomes one himself. Rumor has it that heretics hold such rituals for this very purpose, and if there is truth in such tales, perchance she has ingested the blood of an ancient dragon. What? He's not some half-crazed lunatic. I make no accusations. I only offer a possible explanation. Moreover, who is to say that she did so knowingly? You... Excuse me, pray forgive me, I did not mean to cause you distress. You have nothing to fear, my child, for you are in perfect health and blessed with 2 loyal guardians. Would that others could say the same. I think Rael would benefit from a brief respite from returning to Ishgard, unused to the rigors of the road as she is. Why not show her to the Carline Canopy? An eel pie can do wonders for the soul. We thank you for your time.
Eel pie will also render havoc on the stomach.
True. Thank you, Isamiyan. Such a gentle soul. I can see why he is so fond of her. My teleport's over here. Yeah, it's probably the closest place still.
Just out of interest, Mox.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
What? I teleport back to the main hub of Grindania and suddenly there's an entire concert going.
Right. Have you ever seen or heard of jelly deals?
I have heard of jelly deals, and the only things I have seen of jelly deals has been canned jelly deals in Dishonored.
Okay. There's a few videos, I think, online on YouTube where people will actually go to a traditional jelly deal place in London to try them. I'd suggest trying to catch one of those if you can, because I know most people who are not British are convinced that British cuisine is bland and disgusting. Um, when you actually see what jelly deals are like, it's only going to reinforce that notion.
I was gonna say, like, I already like stay away from anything like seafood related because of allergies. So like the prospect of even a worse version of it is not very appealing.
Yeah, they
Yep.
are genuinely horrendous to behold.
You know, something that we should do. We should
What?
ask
We
Smiley if he's had a chance to go and try since moving down south.
Well, I mean, most of the remaining jelly deal places are in London, so we could go and find one
Yeah.
and try them and report
Okay.
back.
I'm only really familiar with any eel-related things because of the true national British treasure known as the Mighty Boosh. And you know, it's the eel song. About eels up inside you, finding an entrance where they can. Burrow through your mind, through your tummy, through your anus. Eels.
I never really watched that.
That's weird. That seems like something you would enjoy.
I found the main guy, Noel Fielding, his entire personality made me want to just punch him in the face repeatedly. I can't explain that. I don't really know why myself, but the man irritates me to irrational anger just by opening his mouth.
His gob.
So, yeah.
So what you're telling me is that you're not a fan of the Mighty.
No.
Well, this news is so distracting. I'm going to step away for a reason that totally is related to this, and not because I need to eat food before I go to work.
That's
I'll be
Is
fair.
it jelly deals by any chance?
I'm not hearing a no. Oh. Fairy tales and fantasies. This is what he has to offer us? Heretics, I understand, but I expected better from the bloody head of the Conjurers Guild.
In a moment.
And you, why didn't you speak up for yourself? Ryali! There were no windows. Just walls of stones with little cracks to tempt your fingers, and iron bars colder than ice. I couldn't tell when it was raining, whether it was day or night. She didn't say I drank blood. All she said was, "It's better this way." At least, if they catch me, they'll just kill me this time. Can I finish my apple? Go ahead. Royal. It's not a sin if someone made you do it. I didn't. I won't let them hurt you. I know. Do you want another one? No, thank you. Right then. Keep an eye on her until she's finished eating, would you? I could do with some fresh air. Let me see if he's at least just outside. No. If he was outside, I'd talk to him, but... Thank you for waiting for me, Ilya. Shall we go and find Sid? Oh, he was just outside, just not until I progressed. Do you need a moment? Hey, buddy. Well, I've had my fill of the forest. Back to Ishgard then, I think. Rael and I can manage on our own for now. Shall we?
So did they reveal that she's a demon?
No.
Possessed of a dark spirit from the hell dimensions.
No, I mean, it's been heavily implied that she was forced to drink dragon's blood.
Forced or tricked?
I don't think it matters either way.
Well, false implies that she was aware and did not want it to happen. Somebody made it happen anyway.
Well, you could still be forced to drink something even if you are unaware that it was dragon's blood.
Oh, that means it's forced on you.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
got
I...
a different connotation.
Yeah. I don't think that she would have been aware that it was dragon's blood. Otherwise, she would have at least divulged this to him so that he would know that, yeah, okay, yes, that there's some validity to that story. So at some point she drank something, she just didn't know when or what it was. So
Could have been mixed in with food.
yeah, exactly.
You know, like a tasty eel pie
Yeah. Well, I mean,
with the splashing of dragon blood gravy.
well, I don't think it was going to be eel pie because this line is, the apples were good, but maybe I should have tried the eel pie after all.
Still
God.
talking about
Now,
eels?
that was, yes, that was a blessedly uneventful journey. Mayhap the Temple Knights are still nursing their injuries you gave them. Rael was worried they might try to ambush you on the road, but I assured her you would be fine. I must apologize, Ilian. For all you have done for us, I fear I have yet to adequately recompense you. I will continue to share with you what skills I can. Alas, I fear we near the limit of my knowledge.
I mean, if you start in Gridania, there's a lot of reference to Mother Mjolnir's eel pies.
Are you talking about the neon pink Dark Knight in front of us?
No, I was going to say, you know, one of the island boys, by the look of it, has turned up on the scene.
Original sins. Sid recognizes that desperate times calls for desperate measures. I've been thinking, Ilya. The Pajal likened Rael's spiritual presence to that of a Dravanian, hence why he suggested she partaken of dragon's blood. Regardless of the cause, if she did not hold some affinity with dragons, she will never be safe here in Ishgard. If being the operative word, of course. We need to know for certain, which means we must parley with a Dravanian. It will not be easy, I realize. The Dravanians are not wont to entertain outsiders, especially ones hailing from Ishgard. You have spoken with their leaders? Beg pardon, I did not think you would so readily admit it. Well, well. Pray lead the way, Ilya. Go and see Mummy Vidofnir. Mummy Vidofnir, I'm coming. This way. She is rather large, isn't she? I've never seen a dragon up close before. That's so big. Thou...
They get bigger.
True. Thou keepest curious company, mortal. I see. Though I trust in thy words, thy companions are unknown to me. A token, then, for them to declare their intent. I would have them gather up Gron Ahalm in Averalanian Fallen and bring it to me. But where the beasts which are drawn by their fragrance? So dragons like flowers, just like we do. Right then. Gathering flowers for a dragon. No point in questioning it. Rael and I will search the lands north of here together. You can take the south? There's a hole I can go up? I've been taking the stairs every single time.
You didn't know about the hole.
I didn't know about the hole.
I learned about the hole by falling down the hole.
There's a special dragon hole I can enter. I did not know this. I feel bad.
You should always explore every hole.
Yes, especially dragon holes. How could I have missed the big gaping dragon hole?
This is also very wholesome.
So, Christian PG-13.
Always. Time to head back. Such fragile, fleeting creations. Bring them closer, mortal, that I might breathe deep of their essence. That
Great, and now you have a high dragon.
hell yeah. That which passeth into death liveth on in memory. One prepareth now for the journey. Bid farewell to her in morn, and find the answer thou seekest. Okay. I was kind of expecting my friends to come back before then, or have you sent them already on to it? Let me linger a while longer, hunter. Soon my soul shall take wing. I shall miss this. Vidofnir bade you come to me? His scent entwined. Ah, I see now. We seek no quarrel, O ancient one, only answers. Come forward, child. There you are, my beloved. How long hath it been since we soared through the mists? What did you say? Silence, Dark One. He liveth on in you, child. The blood of my beloved floweth strong in thy veins. Yet, mingled as it is, 'twas not thee who partook of his essence. Were it not so, thou wouldst have been overcome. Thy progenitors drank deep to spur their own becoming. Then it's true. And the Temple Knights knew? Then they will never stop. They cannot, even if we flee Ishgard. If we could have but harnessed the abyss. Thou speakest strange, Dark One. What doth thou seek? Oh, shrouded in thy rancor, thou standeth apart from thy charge. The folly of youth. Even the tiny beings who frolic in the midst of some owl know a better way. What? Who? No more, Dark One. No more. Farewell, child. Fly free. For us. Goodbye, and thank you. There is naught more for us here to Ishgard. Leave me to thy slumber, Dark One. My beloved singeth to me. Alright, so, yeah, seems...
She didn't eat the tainted eel pie.
She didn't, no. From what it was implied with that, it was one or both of her parents, and she inherited their power.
Progenitor isn't always direct.
No, but so one of her ancestors. I see now. This changes nothing. I swore an oath to protect her, and I mean to uphold it, no matter the cost. So there are knights who would defy the will of Halone. She's found us. My lady surely knows she will find few friends here. Blessed are we who abide in her grace, for we shall never be forsaken. One day I, Yestrad de Coulenor, shall walk in her halls, and you shall answer for your deeds. Will you stand before her and claim that you were righteous? That it was just to take so many lives in defense of that abomination? Repent your sins and surrender to me. The fury may yet spare your souls. So yours is the righteous cause. To condemn a girl to death for her parents' deeds, this is the will of Halone? Yes. Yes, it is. If you will not see reason, even with the full knowledge of the facts, then I make to you a final offer. Submit to a trial by combat. Survive, and you may go in peace. Fall, and it is mine. Refuse, and I will put this tavern to the torch, and have the heads of every man, woman, and child here. You are insane, lady. Anyone who dares harbor you will suffer the same fate, here or elsewhere. This I swear to you. Would that we could settle this here and now, but I'd wager your men at the doors would take offense. As you wish, my lady, you shall have your trial. I shall send a messenger with the details. Mother, wait. Oh. Oh, well, that was a turn. I should have had them cut out your tongue. Rael, what in the seven hells is going on? She told them to take me. She said I wasn't hers, that I was... Why didn't you tell me this was all your mother's doing? I bled for you. Frey died for you. We had a right to know. I didn't mean for... God's damn it all! Sid? Leave us, Ilya. I need time to think. And we celebrate. That's not great. No, why are we celebrating? This is heavy. This is a heavy moment. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for anyone, for Frey to... The flames of the abyss. An anger you know all too well smolders within Sid. It took considerable effort, but at last I have learned the whole truth. Attend me, Ilya. You have a right to know. For countless generations, the sons and daughters of Kulenort have pledged themselves to the church, so devoted to the faith they are. Many rose to positions of great prominence within the clergy, and for a time, Countess Yestride de Couliant was poised to do the same. And when she and her husband celebrated the birth of their firstborn, the futures of the house seemed brighter than ever. That is, until years later, when the Inquisition came and information gleaned during an interrogation had implicated the husband as a heretic. When the Countess confronted him with these allegations, he brought a vial to his lips and completed his transformation. One he proudly declared was decades in the making. The Temple Knights slew him as he tried to rip out her throat. Afterwards, she had Rael locked away in the deepest cells she could find. Madness. What monster thinks to find absolution in her daughter's death? You mustn't go. She'll kill you. She'll kill us anyway if we don't. I know what I'm doing, Rael. I have a plan. Ilya, recall you the dragon's words when we told her of our dark arts? She said that we were tiny beings who... there were tiny beings who knew a better way. If they can teach us how to harness the abyss, mayhaps we can stand against Lady Ystrald and her minions. Unfortunately, I haven't the foggiest who these tiny beings might be. Probably the Moogles, mate. I was already thinking that before looking at where the quest was taking me, which is speaking to Moogie at Mogholm.
Oh, would you look at the time? I should probably go now.
Yeah, of course you would. Here for the fun stuff, and you leave as soon as the demons appear.
Look, the moment things get moogly, I'm gone.
You cannot escape the Moogle.
You still haven't done their
I haven't unlocked the
Allied Society.
the Allied Society. No, I need to. There's a quest line, I think, somewhere in Ishgard I need to do before I can get to it. I just can't remember where I need to pick it up from. Well, if it isn't one of the new visitors from below, are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself on being the second most well-informed Moogle here, Kupo. Yeah, we're looking for the Abyss. My, that's a rather grim way of living, isn't it? I can't say I've ever heard of knights so infatuated with darkness. However, I think I might know why she bade you visit us. Go ahead and fetch your friends. We have an awful lot to talk about, Kupo.
I mean, if anything knows about the Abyss, it's those things.
Welcome to Mogholm, Kupo. The little one must be Rael, which makes the big one Sid, right? Yes, I presume you are one of the tiny beings of whom the dragon spoke. Rael, say something to the Moogle. Rael? Rael! I'm sick of this charade. You tell me to talk, but then you refuse to listen. You tell me you're doing this for me, but then you go on about the darkness and the abyss. Am I supposed to be grateful when you come back covered in blood? When I put you back together so you can do it again? You drag me to halfway across the world so you can discover a new way to kill yourself. And then you tell me it's for my sake? Why are we here, Sid Rugu? Tell me the real reason. Rael, of course it's for your sake. Well, you've certainly had a lot of practice saying it, haven't you? I'm sure the next fair maiden will appreciate it. What are you saying? Not like that, Rael. And you, say something, damn you. I'm a silent protagonist. Ah, I think I'm beginning to understand this whole darkness concept, Kupo. Harnessing the power of your emotions or some such, yes? I'm reminded of an ancient legend about a Moogle called Mog. Rather simple name, I know. But those were simpler times, Kupo. Anyway, Mog had a penchant for dancing and... Wait. What does dancing have to do with the dark arts? Everything, Kupo. Everything! The point is, your master was absolutely right when he told you to submit to the flame. You just never figured out what he meant by it. But better late than never, Kupo. Master Mugi will show you the way. First, you two Dark Knights will need to pull 4 sprigs of pomwort each. Hop to it, Kupo. I fail to see what this purpose serves. But fine, you will have your precious pomwort. Oh, and Rael can stay here with us while you're away. Let's go, Ilya.
Either way,
Yes.
that legend that he mentioned
Mm-hmm.
is a deep cut referencing, I think it's Final Fantasy IV. But in one of the older series, there was a sometimes controllable character that was a Moogle called Mog, and their role was a dancer.
This is
6.
not sure. I haven't played many of the older ones.
I can't remember which one. So if 6 does sound...
Yeah, 6 is where Mog is from. You're from you're a secret unlockable character that can join you.
Okay, yeah. So I don't, like I said, I couldn't remember exactly which one. I thought it was 4.
It's like,
But
4 didn't really have moves.
But yeah, anyway, that's what he's talking about. Basically,
Yeah.
it's a reference to an older Final Fantasy game and character.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, they were ridiculously overpowered or something. Or could be.
That I don't remember. But what I do know is that I have to.
Okie dokie, sir. Have a good evening.
Catch you soon.
Look after him, will you? No one will be harnessing the darkness or the abyss or whatever else unless you bring me plenty of pomwort first, Kupo. He just wants to get high from the sounds of things.
I imagine he's probably been given the task to do himself, and he's like, I'll get these suckers to do it and just spew off whatever bullshit I want later.
That's entirely possible as well, though. I want to believe he's just looking to get high off of Mogwart. Hey, Sid. Strength is pain, strength is suffering, strength is sacrifice. Yeah, sod this.
He's just so committed to the edgelord bit, isn't he?
I think they all are, aren't they? Oh, Rael's disappeared. That's not a good sign. There you are. Darkest dark one of the dark. Have you brought me my Pumwort? Very nice, Cooper. That must have kept you busy for a while. For my next trial, you must cull Tullahans, Kupo. Rather a lot of them have been sighted on the roads to Ashar. If you wait there long enough, they'll sure to show up, Kupo. Rael, oh, you needn't worry about her. She's off playing with some friends of mine, Kupo. Just focus on the trial and wait for me in Ashar when you're finished. Right. You took your eyes off her, she wandered off, and now she's lost, is what I'm hearing from that Moogle.
Nah, he's fed her to the dragons. I've always said you cannot trust the cute things. They're evil.
Well, this isn't bad. This isn't going well.
Don't you have a blood drain ability?
There's Soul Eater.
Can't remember what level you get it at, but there is an ability that's an AoE attack that provides healing. Let me just change to my Dark Knight, and it's called Abyssal Drain. And I think I can see it on your number 7 hotkey.
Oh, okay. The cast time will carve and split. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right. Yeah, I didn't even bother checking what ability I got after the last mission.
But yeah, when
All
you're
right, okay.
surrounded like that and you're starting to lose health, that's a
That's one to
useful
pop.
one to use.
Okie dokie. Oh, and then we're going into an instance.
Oh God, I just had a Taru cloud clone come over and applaud my dancing.
What in the hells are we doing, Ilya? What could Moogles possibly know about mastering the dark arts? Mwahahaha! Foolish fools! Right then, what's all this? While you two were busy gathering pomwots and slaying Tulahans, we kidnapped Rel Kupo. Mwahahaha! Oh yes, Kupo. We had so much fun playing together. So much fun indeed, Kupo. So much fun that we thought we might keep her here forever. Mwahahaha! You wouldn't dare. If you don't believe us, go look. You'll never find her, Kupo. Not in a million years. Mwahahaha! She is ours to keep. You'll never see her again. Mwahahaha! You furry little shites! Give her back to me now, or I swear I will kill every last one of you and burn your village to cinder.
Do it, Sid.
How dare you stun me?
You just missed what you said.
No, I'm going to rip out that pom from your head and shove it down your goddamn throat.
Yeah. I'm living vicariously through Sid right now.
Yeah, it sounds like it. The frickin' black mage, or the frickin' mage is just going meh, meh. He's frickin' hitting me with a squeaky toy.
What do you think was going to happen?
There. Silly Moogles. Youch, you really could hurt someone carrying on like that, Kupo. That's the bloody point. Now tell me where she is if you want to live. Wait! Wait! He's still just sleeping. Why do you want her back so badly, Kupo? What kind of question is that? You kidnapped her. But you don't seem to like having her around that much anyway, right? She has a burden to you. So why do you care what happens to her? I swore an oath to protect her. That's what we Dark Knights do. You think that will give you strength enough to protect her? Duty and honor? I'll tell you what you need, Kupo. Yeah. Whence comes true strength to defend the meek? Is it honor? Is it justice? How bland. I was not expecting a dance routine from Moogles. Could it be that the darkness is born in a light? A flame burning for another? How grand. Tis love, tis love. All-powerful, shining love. That doesn't even rhyme. Rather blunt, I'll admit. But subtlety doesn't seem to be your strong suit, Kupo. Rael. Well, here we are. Go on, Rael. Say your piece. I know you and Frey were trying to do right by your master. That you came to my defense because you believed that's what he would have wanted. And I know you only did that because you believed it would make you stronger. Because you truly care. Because all you truly care about is killing more Temple Knights. I've seen how you look at them. How you curse them under your breath. How you relish every opportunity to cut them down. So don't tell me that it's all been for me. Don't tell me that Frey died for me. Everything I've done for my mother and my father, for my master, and yes, most of all, for me. I haven't been honest with you, nor with myself, and for that I'm sorry. I will stand for you in this coming trial, but after, what happens after will be your decision. Good. That's a promise. Frickin' Googles. For what it's worth, I'm sorry I had to come to this. Very little bastards had us fooled, eh? Shame their wisdom is bollocks. I mean, really now, love. That's what you need to harness the abyss? I mean, I suppose there's something to be said for caring deeply for your charge, but... No. No, I will not give these cretins even a slither of credit. This was an utter waste of time, and that's that. Still, I am glad to have come to an understanding with Rael. We should return to Ishgard. The hour of the trial draws closer. Come along, Rael.
There you go, Atmis. If you have a 3D printer.
My god, Moogle with a witch hat I want. Didn't even see that. Oh, dear me. No, that's not where I need to go. I'm not going to the Astrologicum. It needed to be said. Mm-hmm.
The dance that I'm doing
Yeah.
is why I worked with the Moogles.
Oh. Fair enough. I was about Rael's age when I came to Ishgard. My parents, they said we would find a better life here. When the Temple Knights we had shown mercy returned, they let us choose the order in which we would die. That would be their mercy to us, they declared. I watched my parents kneel in the dirt. Look away, they said, but I could not. At least, when it was my turn, I knelt and prepared to follow them into death. I closed my eyes, but when I opened them, a man in black stood before me, hand outstretched, and so I took it. Defend the meek, punish the wicked. Mayhap it was all but a convenient excuse to indulge in vengeance. He deserves better than me. But there is no one else. One more battle, Ilya. One more battle, Ilya. Let's see it done. Mayhap this is the final battle. I can serve as my master intended. It's not that I don't appreciate their help, but they really had no idea what they were singing about, did they? No, I don't think they did. Absolution. Sid seems strangely at peace for a change. Count Leschstride's missive arrived while you were away. We're to meet her in the Western Highlands, away from prying eyes. She's gone to great lengths to conceal her husband's deeds, so it comes as no surprise she'd prefer to settle this in secret. Ilya, I don't know what's waiting for us out there, but if aught should happen to me, pray keep Rael safe. Right then, I believe she wanted a word with you before we left. We wouldn't have made it this far without you, Ilya. I want you to know I'm truly grateful for the time we shared. You, Sidrugru, and Frey taught me so much about the world, about what it means to fight for another, and what it means to fight for yourself. We're going to finish this together, the three of us. Naught else to say, really. To Twin Pools, then. Let's not keep the Countess waiting. Alright, time for a long flight.
Is this the level 60?
Yes, I believe so. Because I looked like I was getting a gear set after this, so I believe it's the level 60.
Right.
This is probably going to be a long quest.
I have a little bit of trivia for you when you finish this.
Fair enough. I wonder how many men will she bring to kill the abomination? Seems we're early. Well, it's not as though I have pressing business elsewhere. Endure a moment's respite with me, Ilya. I very much doubt they're probably just waiting and going to ambush us because this isn't going to be a fair duel. Or a fair trial. Oh, maybe. You came. A wise decision. You have his eyes, his nose, his lips. Every time I look at you, I see more and more of him, and it sickens me. Rael is not her father. You had no right to punish her for what he did. Who are you to stand in judgment of me? I have every right. I bore that monster into this world, and by the Fury, I shall send it to the 7th hell. If you are so bloody fond of it, you can follow it there. It's just us now, no one else. Remember phrase conjury. Protect us, and we'll protect you. Right then. Oh, okay. Oh, the archer died fairly quickly there. Oh, that knight is back now. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, this was nowhere near a fair fight. The amount that just charged in was ridiculous.
I think your camera and reactive thingy is frozen.
No, my camera's fine. Unless OBS is broken.
Okay, it seems me speaking fixed it rather than muting.
I'm not entirely sure what was going on then. Damn you. Get out of my way. Why? Why? Why'd you care so much what happens to it? You're not the first person to ask me that. Once, you might have understood. For everything that you are, that you have done, you are still her mother. Go. We shall not meet again. Oh, but we will. We will, knight, I promise you that. I will follow you to the ends of the world if I must, so long as it lives, I must. Don't you see, you fools? The Fury wills it! The Fury wills it! Uh-oh. By our own hand. Rael? How great your love for her. Far greater than you ever bore me. For a long time, I prayed for forgiveness. I prayed you would take me in your arms and hold me as you did before. But I know that shall never come to pass. I pray for you, Mother, that you might find peace in her halls. O Helone, receive of us this woman, your humble serpent. Raise her up to your bosom and grant her glory everlasting. Oh, fucking hell. Decapitation. So, what now? We go back to Ishgard. Together. As you wish. I mean, she was insane. The dogma of the church. I mean, I realize obviously, like, it's kind of moved past that and is slowly starting to change, but obviously this was taking part in the middle of the story before that change was happening, so the dogma of the church was a terrible thing. The brainwashing that it had upon its populace.
Well, I mean,
or at least on the member of the clergies, anyway.
not all were quite
As
that
fanatical? Yeah.
I mean, some were, like the priest who chucked the orphan off the top of the cathedral.
Yes. And so falls House Villanort. It all seems so simple in retrospect. The moment I stopped trying to find the answer, there it was. All that anger, all that rage, born of a fervent desire to protect that which we hold most dear. And so you are still committed to your path then? And you, if you will have me, you'll need to talk to me more and listen. I can't stand the silence, you know. There's no shame in sharing the weight, Sid. We can bear it together, for ourselves and for others. Right then. But that goes against his brooding edgelord nature. The two of us will manage on our own, Ilya. There may be others who know of Riley's heritage, but if they come, we will be ready. Granted, we could simply leave Ishgard, but that would leave the people at the mercy of the powers that be. I cannot do that now, and neither can Riley, I think. We all need a cause, Ilya. So what will yours be? For whom will you stand?
Tell me.
Tell me, my friends. And so you shall. To walk the path is to suffer, to sacrifice. Justice demands no less. But we must never lose sight of why we chose to walk it. Gods help me. Those Moogles were onto something, weren't they? Carven split. As concludes the Heavens Ward. Well, once I hit 70. You had trivia.
So, the storyline was pretty dark, right?
Yeah.
As was the first one
Yep.
with Frey.
Yeah.
Those storylines,
yeah,
and sort of the storyboarding, all of that,
Mm.
were put together by a member of the team. I can't remember her full name, but her surname is Ishikawa.
Okay.
She was one of the writers on Stormblood.
Right.
It was that one. There was two primary writers on Stormblood.
Mm.
And she was then given the sole primary writing role for Shadowbringers.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Dark Knight storylines are considered some of the best and darkest in the early game.
Yeah.
So, you looking forward to Shadowbringers?
Yes. Yes, I am. The storyline for this was really interesting and really well written. Right, and because we had such a late start and the shenanigans at the start of the stream,
Shenanigans?
we've kind of run out of time. Yeah, the shenanigans.
Shenanigans? No. No, that was wholesome goodness.
Yeah, shenanigans. That's what I said.
Wholesome goodness.
Either way, we've run out of time. So I am going to be calling it there because I don't think I've got anything else that I need to take care of. I need to remember what I was doing with the garden because everything has grown. Or I need to get more topsoil. Either way.
You really missed that.
What's that?
I stopped dancing, slapped you, and walked out.
Oh. I saw you teleport away. It's a game. Yes. Oh, right. YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, just know you are fantastic for doing so. And if you could consider hitting that like, comment, or subscribe button, well, I'm mighty fine of you. It all helps us get noticed by the algorithm and gets us growing and everything. I would really appreciate it. There are some links down below. There's a link to Mr. Mox's channel. There's a link to the Lord List commercial. There's a link to my throne list. They help me out a lot. There's a link to my channel. Stop on by when we are live. If you're watching this the day this gets uploaded, which will be the 20th, well, stop on by the stream later today because I'll have to pay the price of the generosity of people from earlier from before we started the recording and everything with the Guardians and Lionels I need to go and fight. So please do consider that and stop on by. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the hydrate, Eskimox. I do appreciate it. But YouTube, we're going to be ending there. So until next time, YouTube, may you stay safe in this broken masquerade.